We are going to have a look at division. We are going to do this division, both the short division way and the long division way. So let's start with the long. If we have got 236, we put that in the division little house and we divide that by 4. Now we need to see how many times 4 fits into our first number. And because 4 is bigger than 2, we can either put a 0 or a little dot right above the 2 so that we know that 4 actually doesn't fit into 2. Then we say 0 times 4 is 0. And we put that below the 2 for long division and we minus to see what the difference is between 2 and 0, and that is 2. We then bring down the next place value, which is 3, and we then say how many times does 4 fit into 23. 4 doesn't fit perfectly into 23, but it does fit into 23 5 times, but 5 times 4 is 20, so we put that there, and we see that our remainder is 3. We then bring down our next place value, our 6, which is 36. We now have to see whether 4 fits into 36, which it does. It fits into 36 9 times, and 9 times 4 is 36. So we've worked that out perfectly and we've got no remainders. So we have seen that 236 divided by 4 is 59. Now we are going to do the same division, but we're going to use a slightly different method, and you should only use this method once you are comfortable with the long division method. So we have got 4 into 236. What we need to do is see how many times 4 fits into 2, and we know from our previous example that doesn't fit in. So instead of saying 0 times 4 and putting that 0 there, we do this all mentally and we say 0 times 4 is 0, and the difference between 2 and 0 is 2. So we carry our 2 over and we just put it above the 3 to now remind ourselves that we are now seeing how many times 4 fits into 23. 4 fits into 23 5 times, and the difference between 5 times 4 and 23, so the difference between 20 and 23 is 3. We then see how many times 4 fits into 36, and that fits 9 times. So, as you can see, it is a shorter method, hence the name, but this method is very important in order for you to understand everything that happens behind the scenes. So once you are happy with your long division, you can start practicing short division. Let's have a look at 1000 divided by 8. We are going to do the same sort of thing. We are going to do long division and short division to figure this one out. So let's start with our long division. 1000 divided by 8. 8 does not fit perfectly into 1, so we put a 0 there. 0 times 8 is 0. 1 minus 0 is 1, and we bring down our 0. 8 into 10 fits once. 1 times 8 is 8. And then we minus, so we have to borrow from our 1. 10 minus 8 is 2. We bring down our next 0, our next number. 8 into 20 fits twice. 2 times 8 is 16. 20 minus 16, we need to borrow, and that's 4. 8 into 40 fits 5 times perfectly. So we can see that 5 times 8 is 40, and we don't have anything remaining. So our answer to 1000 divided by 8 is 125. Right, let's have a look at short division. We do the same sort of thing. 8 into 1 doesn't go, and then we carry our 1 over. 8 into 10 fits once, and there's a remainder of 2. 8 into 20 fits twice, and there is a remainder of 4. 8 into 40 fits 5 times, and we see we get the same answer. It's obviously just a much shorter method. Let's now have a look at 275 divided by 11. So we're doing our long division here and our short division there. So 11 fits into 2 0 times. 0 times 11 is 0. And we do a subtraction. 2 minus 0 is 2. And we bring down our 7. 11 fits into 27 twice. 2 times 11 is 22. 7 minus 2 is 5. And 2 minus 2 is 0. So we've got an answer of 5 there, and we bring down our next number, which is 5. 11 into 55 fits 5 times perfectly, because 5 times 11 is 55. And we get an answer of 0, so there's no remainders. We are now going to do the same thing on this side, but do it the short division way. 11 into 2 doesn't go, and we carry our 2 over to the 7. 11 into 27 fits twice, and we have got a remainder of 5. 11 into 55 fits 5 times, and our answer is 25. So as you can see, we get the same answer. The short division way is just obviously much quicker. We are now going to have a look at division with remainders. So if we do the long division form of this one, we've got 846 divided by 5. 5 fits into 8 once. Let's use a different color. 5 fits into 8 once, and 1 times 5 is 5. 8 minus 5 is 3. Bring down our 4. 5 into 34 fits 6 times. 6 times 5 is 30. 4 minus 0 is 4, and 3 minus 3 is 0. We then bring down our 6. 5 into 46 fits 9 times. 9 times 5 is 45. And we see that we've now got a remainder of 1. So that remainder of 1 we can put there, remainder 1. So our answer could be 169 remainder 1. That is correct. But it's very, very important for us to understand what that remainder 1 actually means and what it represents. So 169 remainder 1, or rem 1, we need to understand what that 1 represents. So 169 is definitely our whole number. That won't change. But that remainder of 1, we need to remember that we were dividing by 5. So that remainder 1, actually, we can put into a fraction to say 1/5. 169 is our answer, but we've still got that 1 that we weren't able to divide perfectly by 5. And because we know that a fraction is the same as a division, that remainder 1 we can put into a fraction as saying 1 still needs to be divided by 5, or 1/5. And if we were to do let's just do this division again, but we'll do the short division version. and I would like to show you how you can use decimals in your answer. So if you weren't using remainders, you can then use a decimal. So 5 into 8 fits once, remainder 3. 5 into 34 fits 6 times. 6 times 5 is 30. The difference between 34 and 30 is 4. 5 into 46 fits 9 times. 9 times 5 is 45. The difference between 45 and 46 is 1. So we are now going to carry that 1 over to our 0, which doesn't at all change the value of our number 846. 846 or 846.0 or 846.000, they're all the same numbers. This 0.0 is just a placeholder, and it's helping us find out what this answer would be as a decimal. So then we just bring up our decimal point and we say 5 into 10 fits twice. So now we can see that 169.2 is another form of our answer. And as we can see here, 1/5, if we were to change 1/5 into a decimal, we need to get 1/5 into an equivalent fraction out of 10, 100, or 1,000. So let's get it into 10, because 5 fits into 10 twice, and we times that by 2 to get 2 over 10. And 2 over 10 as a decimal is 2.0 divided by 10, which is 0.2. So as we can see, 169 and 1/5 is equivalent to 169.2. So there we have it. We can use 169 remainder 1. We can use 169 and 1/5, or we can use 169.2. They are all equivalent. Let's have another look at an example which will have remainders. So if we do the long division form of 590 divided by 6, 6 into 5 doesn't go. 0 times 6 is 0. 5 minus 0 is 5. Let's use a different color. And then we bring down our 9. 6 into 59 fits 9 times. 9 times 6 is 54. And the difference there is 5. 9 minus 4 is 5. And we bring down our next number, which is 0. 6 into 50 fits 8 times. 8 times 6 is 48. And 50 minus 48 is 2. We can see that we've got nothing else to bring down. So what we could do is just add 0.0 and 6 into 20, because now we bring down our 0 there. 6 into 20, we bring up our decimal point, and that will go 3 times, which is 18. 3 times 6 is 18, and we get a remainder of 2. 10 minus 8 is 2. And as you can see, the pattern will just continue. 6 into 20 goes 3 times, and that's 18. So what we've got is 98.33 recurring. Now, if we do this example again, the short division way, so if we've got 6 into 5 doesn't go, and we take our 5 over there. 6 into 59 goes 9 times. 9 times 6 is 54. The remainder is 5. 6 into 50 goes 8 times, and then we can just say a remainder of 2. And that remainder of 2, remember, is equal to 2 over 6, because we still need to divide that 2 by 6. So we can say 98 and 2/6, which can be simplified down to 98 and 1/3. And if we were to convert 1/3 into a decimal, it would be 98 and 3 recurring. 98,3 recurring. So either way, we get the same answer. Let's now have a look at 345 divided by 4. Right, so 4 into 3 doesn't go. 0 times 4 is 0. 3 minus 0 is 3. Bring down our 4. 4 into 34 is 8. 8 times 4 is 32. And a difference of 2. We bring down our 5. 8 into 25 fits 6 times. 6 times 4 is 24. And we get a remainder of 1. So there's our remainder of 1. So we can leave our answer like that. But let's explore the option of leaving our answer as a fraction. So 86, and that remainder of 1 still needs to be divided by 4 or put over 4 into a fraction form. So we could also have 86 and 1/4. If we were to do this example again in the short division version, 4 into 3 doesn't go, carry our 3 over. 4 into 34 goes 8 times, remainder 2. 4 into 25 is 6, and then let's put 0.0 on. Let's put 0.00 because we can put as many zeros after the decimal point as we'd like. And that remainder of 1 we carry over there. 4, and we bring up our decimal point. 4 into 10 fits twice, and 2 times 4 is 8, and the difference between 10 and 8 is 2. So our 2 carries over to our next 0. 4 into 20 goes 5 times. 5 times 4 is 20. So there's actually nothing left over. So our answer is 86.25. And if we have a look here, 86 and 1/4 is equivalent to 86,25 because 1/4 is equal to 0.25. So our answer here can be 86 and 1/4 or 86,25, or it can be 86 remainder 1.